So this is what I was talking about earlier. I was saying that sometimes you got one of these and the pistons rings are just crushed down inside of there. Now there's more than one ring here. This is a center ring and a top ring. This ring down here there's like a double ring with a little piece of what looks like a spring inside it. It's not a spring, but you know, it's just Dad used to tell me one was a compression ring, one was an oil ring, and I don't know. He explained it to me once. But this top ring, the one that's at the very top, I'm guessing that would be the compression ring. And if you notice, it is not, see how this ring below it, right here, sticks out a little bit? And in fact, when you push it, when you move it, you push it, kind of goes in, but it comes out on the other side. Can y'all see that? This top ring is stuck in the groove. In fact, these rings are not solid. Here's the break in that middle ring, and I don't know if you can see it, but that's the break in that top ring. If you look at that ring that's lowest, and you can see it's not open hardly at all. And what's happening is that ring is glued in that slot and it can't expand, which can cause it to have low compression. Which is what I think we got right here. So my thinking is, if I clean this up, if I clean that ring up and I find that it's not damaged, it's just compressed down in there, and I bring it out so that it's free, and then I hone that cylinder, which what honing does is it kind of puts some marks on the side of the cylinder that run around the cylinder. I think of it, I was talking to Mr. Chevy about it this morning. I was calling it, it's like it gives the piston some, see that thing came out then. Okay. Now see this is the broke ring. So when I went to hit that, this broken part came out of that. So here's one that's going to need a ring. Now what I'm going to need to do is determine whether or not the cylinder has been, I'm going to have to determine whether the cylinder has been bored out or not, which means I'm going to need to take a measurement, which means I'm going to have to try to locate whatever I have of a what's the word I'm looking for, those gauges. Micrometer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out a micrometer, because this should be a 4-inch bore. But that broken ring there, that would also be another reason why this could be giving us problems. So that definitely will not go back in a motor. So I think, without much further ado, oh, I was going to put those two nuts back on, but I don't think it matters which one is on top and which is on bottom. Although, yeah, I can't tell. But I will go ahead and put these back on there. In fact, I'll put them and the cap. And I could put, well, I'm gonna keep that part out and take some pictures of it. But I can put this cap right back on here and see these two sides that were, this part that was punched out before, it's going to tell me which way this goes. It goes like this, where the punch marks are together. It's going to go like this. So what I may do is pull out the pistons on the cylinders that had low compression. Well, there's a good chance I'm going to find 3 cylinders with a bad compression ring on them. So before I get out a micrometer or do any of that, I want to take this bearing in the house and take some pictures of it and shoot them down to Rusty Acres or Mr. Chevy and ask them if they can tell me anything about that bearing. Not that it matters, because if I'm going to put the bearings back on the cylinders, the journals that they come off of, then I really won't need to buy any bearings, but I will need to buy some rings. That's a CB145P. This is 2760. Take that in the house, we'll look at it closer. I'm gonna cut y'all off for right now. Love y'all. Say hi to your mom and them. Everything.